Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. First off, I do apologise for the lack of videos. The reason being is, I can't remember if I said this in the U-Class review. I had a family relative go to hospital, so I've been a bit unmotivated, shall we say, to do videos. It's kind of knocked me for six a bit. The person in question is completely fine now, but there was a 6-month period or so between the last video and now, where I'd like I said, I haven't felt motivated to make videos, which is why I'm making this video for you now. Secondly, thank you so much. I've been keeping an eye on the channel over that period. And I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for getting me up to 97 subscribers now. I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you so much. We're about 4 or 5, no, not 4 or 5, about 2 or 3 subscribers away from getting to 100 subscribers. And a step closer to that 100 subscriber special. So once again, thank you so much guys for wanting to see my videos, subscribe to my channel and like my videos. Anyway, as you can probably tell, the third thing, I have got a new microphone. I don't know how this sounds, I hope it sounds better. The microphones I'm using are just ordinary gaming headsets. I've got no sort of gaming setup. I'm just, as I probably said in the previous video, I'm just sat in front of my TV screen with my PC connected to it and playing it off a mini table sitting in front of me. Anyway, what are we up to? Well, I noticed a comment from one of my subscribers. He basically asked me if I could do a review of the updated Ivatt tanks. So here we are. This there is a lot more. Obviously, you get the same liveries and all that in the first version. I'll put a link up in the corner here. But what we'll do is I'll show you the differences you can tell between the two types, the two versions, and then probably go for a bit of a free run on another route. And I want you to guess what route I'm on, because I'm going to change things up a bit here. So yeah, first of all, as we know it, well, as we did know it, the original Ivatt tank pack, I believe, it's a bit, well, it looks alright, it looks pretty good, looks really good. This is the clean 19, I reckon 1940s, I think. Not too clued up, you know me with my facts and history. Absolutely terrible. So yeah, this is the clean version, and I do have the updated version sat next to it. Exactly the same era. Same logo. As you can tell, there is a bit of a bluish paint job, but to be honest, in real life, if you've seen a BR black locomotive, it does give off a sort of bluish black shine to it, if that makes sense. So I'm quite happy with this, and plus, a bit like Caledonia Works locomotives, you can see the odd scratch, ding, and a bit of grime here and there. Compared to this, it's just a perfect sheen and a bit of what I'd call shadowing, if you can see that. So yeah, you can tell the difference immediately of what they've done. I believe the people that have done it is Vulcan Productions, I believe. I'm not too clued up. As of course you've known, it's a while since I've done a review video. But yeah, just bear with me. So yeah, there's not much else to change. Well, not much else that has changed, apart from a few fixes here and there, and obviously the obvious paint jobs. You still get your weathered variants. So again, here's the original in all of its grimy gloriousness. That's not even a word, but hey ho, I'm going to go with it. Yeah, again, looks fantastic, superb, detailed, absolutely love it. And then we got the VP one. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. But I think there's a lot more grime, I think. A lot more grime. Obviously it's the southern version. I'll just plonk these down quickly to just sort of show you the differences, and then like I said, we'll go off to a free roam. I believe nothing has changed in the manual. I believe. I think some sounds may have changed, I think. Again, I haven't looked at the manual, I've just hopped into a video. You know, I wanted to get a video out for you guys to say, hey, I'm still here, sort of thing. But I believe it is still... It's incredibly grimy, I love it. Oh, yes, and that's a big difference there. Look at the buffer beams. That's more dull, which I think in that sort of part of its life it would have been dull, whereas it's a bit more red. So from what I can gather, they've pretty much just boosted the colours of the paint jobs of the locomotives. But to be fair, I'm still madly in love with these locomotives. I really am. Just a great attention to detail as always. Anyway, so what I'll do now is I will hop over to a free roam where we'll take one of these for a spin, and like I said, I want you to guess the railway that I'm using, as like I said, I want to change things up a tad. This isn't the end of the Southbridge to Highwood era, it is merely just a quick change of scenery. So I will catch you in just a second. So, here we are. As you can see, I have the U-boat, or the U-class rather, the Ivatt tank which we'll be taking, and an EWS liveried 37. Now, because this is on a free roam, I'm not really fussed about the clashing of eras, because obviously that's 90s and this is late 60s and mid 50s and all that. I'm not worried about it. So what we'll do is we shall hop onto the Ivatt, take a passenger train up to the colliery, and if we've got time, we'll could potentially take a coal train down the hill, or maybe not, I don't know, depending on time. So, yeah, I want you to try and guess what railway I'm using. Like I said, I want to change things up. I won't tell you, but if you know what railway it is, you know, obviously let me know in the comments. If not, I'll let you know at the end of the video. So anyway, let's hop onto it. So I've got myself a weathered Southern Region Ivatt tank. The whistle, I think sounds a lot better. Sounds a lot different. You press Control Space for the short whistles. But yes, in the cab, you may have noticed things look completely different. By the looks of it, the whole cab has had a complete rework. Well, that works. I don't remember that working last time. Anyway, yeah, the cab looks like it's had a complete rework. Instead of it just being a sort of wireframe outline of everything, it's actually got some appropriate colour to it, like you see all the brass work and regulator and stuff like that. But I have to admit, it's not. How do I put this? It's not best. I don't know if it's because I've driven some Caledonian Works locomotives, but I feel that it could be better. I mean, to me, it just looks like it's from Gary's mod or something else, or Roblox. Yeah, but they've tried to improve it, which is fair enough. Yeah, but hey ho, it still sounds nice. So yeah, if I let the brake off, do that. Where am I? I'm down here. Right. So I want to eventually go into that one. Switch that, so I'm ready. Switch that, switch that, Right, switch that back. Switch that. I could take out some wagons. No, no. We'll just take them as passenger trains. Just take a passenger train. Anyway. I don't think anything's different about it. I don't think anything's different at all, really. So we'll just take the brake off. Oh, the brake is off. Cool. Alright. Oh, it's got a steam chest. Oh, wow. I don't remember that being in the last version. So it feels a lot better to run. Well, it was nice at the... oh, better stop, because that's not straight through. I mean, to be fair, the other version was nice to drive, but this one feels like it's got a bit more depth to it. Come on. I think this is where it starts to go downhill dramatically. Bit of wheel slippage in. Could take Mark 1s, but no, I quite like it with the 60-foot bird cages. Nice, right. Oh, it means the platform. May have overshot that. Oh no, no, it's okay. I've managed to salvage it. I think it does look really nice with these birdcage coaches. Photo up. There we go. That on. Alright. So what? Sounds pretty one. No, I'll do that. Why not? No idea what it means, but hey ho. Yeah, I think some of the sounds have been updated, not gonna lie. That sounds really nice now, actually. Looks fantastic. Still looks, I'm still madly in love with these logos. Or this add-on, rather. I just wish the, well, I would say I wish the track was a lot better, but no, I quite like this track from Return to Mardi. The only problem I don't like with it is that when you put it down in the editor, it doesn't bring up any buffers. That's the only problem I don't like with it. But hey ho, can't have everything, I suppose. But I do like the way it makes carriages and locomotives sway from side to side. It makes it look a bit more realistic. I can't quite believe that this bit of track's 40 as well in this state that it's in. But yeah. I don't know what era it's set in, probably any area I like really. Like I said, I'm not too fussed about the clash of different eras and stuff like that. I mean, I've got a 37 with EWSW on it, and that's got to be what, the 90s. I've got some Mark 1 AP Mark 1s as parcel mail rail things. But anyway, it's a nice place to get a photo shot, so I'll do that now. brake application there. Not bad. So here's one of the first stops along the route. I believe it's called Stanton Heath. I'm just going to make sure the rest of the way's all clear and all that. It's only a single track line, but there are a few places like Woodwick where you can easily come off, because I believe what you'll see in a minute why. It's a bit of a seam going on around here. But and then after that it's up to the, I think what it is. It's not an ironworks, what is it? Goods, some sort of goods yard, I don't know. And then up to the colliery, which is up here. Make sure everything's set. That wasn't set correctly. That wasn't set correctly. Okay. Cool. Brake on. And away we go. Hopefully we should get some flash out of it later. One thing as well, I've just noticed that the firebox glow seems to be reflecting off of the wheels of the rear set and part of the con rods. But that's something I can easily overlook. Don't know about you, but that's me on that one. So, yeah. That's something I can easily overlook, but can't speak today. Can't speak anyway. Control. To be fair though, I mean, this route is a route off of Steam. It's very well made. I do have some bits and pieces still missing. I think further along the line we have like the missing texture, milk bottles dotted about the place, but it's a really nice route. I mean, there's this version of the route where I think it's sort of in the declining days of the route. And then there's the Heritage Railway route, which is the same railway, but in the heritage, well, preservation sort of era. If you want me to show that off, be my guest, and let me know in the comments. I will put the brake on just a tad. There's another favourite photogenic part of this line as well that's coming up. I'll get a nice flyby shot of that for you. But like I said, I do like the amount of detail that's gone into this route. It's you know, the overgrown track, the attention to detail in terms of industrial areas and stuff like that. It's even better when you're taking a hefty train of coal wagons up the incline to the colliery or down the line to the power station. This is sort of something that I want to put into my railway, really. It's a matter of detail, but I don't think I've got the brain capacity to do something like that, but I'm sure I can give it a go. So here we are at Ridwick, or Ridgewick, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Yeah, as you can see, there is quite a lot going on in this station. As you can see, I believe the rail operators at the time are dismantling the loop, getting rid of the station, and the railway is coming to its end. I quite like it because there's obviously skips, rails, sleepers lying about, and an animated digger as well as workmen and a flatbed there. I quite like it. I mean, gives you sort of an ambience of the fact that the railway is coming to the end of its life. It's really good. I do like this sort of setup because I want to try and put something like this into my railway where it has like an original 3 or 4 platform station but only one platform's used, sort of thing, to show that the the government or Network Rail or whoever took the railway up in the other platforms and just, oh well, and the preservationists came in just in time before they were about to take up the other platform. I quite like it. I do like it. It's amazing what you can do with, you know, sort of the simple assets you get in the game. Because I believe the rails are on the Keiju version, as well as the sleepers and the skips and the animated digger. I believe everything in this route, apart from the track and a few other bits and bobs, is from the old. I can't barely pronounce it. Keiju version of the game. But if this passenger's long enough, because we have got a service to carry on driving. But if I go to about here on the new platform, look at that site. Look at that site. The last remaining bit of line, a steam-hauled train. It's almost 1960s again. Almost, but I mean, looking at a canopy and platform, I reckon it's probably 90s. No idea. No idea. But again, the detail in this is pretty good. And it's a free game off Steam. I can't remember if I said that already, but hey ho, there you go, it's a free game off Steam. Now if I plonk down, plonk down it, plonk up here, get a nice shot of it leaving. See what I mean about milk bottles? So I've got some missing textures here and there. Oh god, I just realised I'm going to prime the boiler again. Yeah, so I've got some missing textures here and there, but I don't know what it is. I've cleared the cache a dozen times, but I can't reset any of it. Give it a crack. And priming. Look at that. Oh, living up to my reputation. So yeah, if I zoom over here whilst the train approaches, you might recognise it by the thumbnail on the route. If you don't worry, I'll still tell you at the end of the video, but if you do, nice one. Yeah, nice one, that's about it. So yeah, I'll zip over here. Oh, it's, like I said, like I keep saying, it's quite a detailed route, but I haven't got it quite filled up with wagons and stuff yet, but something in the works, I suppose. I just realised I've got those two carriages running all the way around. Ah. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, let's wind it back a bit. Refit! Not sufficient thrash. Not sufficient. Sufficient. That's what I like. Oh, man, over for the firebox. just a tad, just a smidgen. It's alright. Do you know, so much steam after that. Blooming hell, palmed it again. I need to keep an eye on that jet. So, here we are, end of the line. Trying to remember the name of this place now. Right, no, just been there. Loddon Colliery. There we go. Yeah, so as you can tell, I've obviously done a miner's train from Taylorstown, which is the main terminus for this line, and this is the last station. Again, going back to noting that the railway is in its last days, is another scene of where the track bed used to go, and is whoever ripping it up, because that's as far as you can go. It's a shame really you can't go further, but anyway, let's show you around this place. So obviously this is Larsden Colliery, or Larden Colliery rather. I have got quite a few wagons ready to go down to the power station, Kingston Power Station I believe. And down there as well I have quite a few empties of these waiting to come up. Right, pause that. Yeah, so I've got quite a few of these to come up to go into here, then to be filled up and to be taken out. So if I'm ever bored one time and I'm on one that fancies driving something, I'll grab either the 37 from down there or the U-boat or whatever. Come up here, light engine, take some of these down, and then bring up some empties on the way up. And I've just realised I don't really have much of a heavy freight engine. The heaviest freight locomotive I've got here is probably the U-boat, or the U-class rather. All the ones up here, which I'll go through in sequence, are all for shunting around and having a bit of fun with. So the first one you've seen a review of is the Wayside Works Cockatiel. It's one of my favourite ones, Noel. You probably heard it puffing away with its Westinghouse in the siding. That's going to be used as a shunting logo, because why the hell not? Over here we have the Panya, Lancashire and Yorkshire engine, and one of the locomotives I recently did a review on was Pembrokeshire Works 14-inch special. And as you can see, it's right at home here, being a National Coalboard locomotive. Contractor's loco. It is in its element quite right now. I mean, all three of these locomotives are NCB locomotives. The Panya, Lancashire and Yorkshire, I can't remember what class it is. You may have to correct me down in the comments, please do. I'm welcome to, I'm open to any comments, whether it be good or bad, I don't mind. Well, preferably not bad, but you know what I mean. But yeah, it looks at home, and I'm glad I did. I was lucky enough to receive a review copy, which this is. The payware copy has actually got some fixed bits and pieces that Pembrokeshire Works noticed in my review, so he's fixed them and now it's been released. So yeah, what else have I got up here? Oh yes, another one of Pembrokeshire Works' locomotives, my other favourite one. I can't remember the damn name of it now. The Gen 1 tanks, that's it. I thought it'd be a nice little touch to have a locomotive of this age, shall we say, up at a colliery, because I'm pretty sure towards the 1930s they would have had something like this as an NCB loco. But in my sort of free roam, I managed to say that this one's on the verge of surviving into preservation, hence why it's here in such a clean state and still here at the colliery. If I show you the map, oh, I can't because I paused it. Unpause it. There we go. So yeah, this is the whole entire line. We came from down here, and we've gone all the way up here to where the colliery is. It's not a long line. It's about 10 miles. I managed to do it pretty quick because it's 40 miles an hour max. Taylorstown is where the terminus is, pretty much. That's where I came with the U-Class in 37. Wagon, Stumper, and the parcel train I've got to sit down there. Now, this bit here, even though it is there, it's not actually modelled, so there's no point going down there. There's a station there, and again, it's not modelled, but you can go all the way down here to the power station, and as you can see, I've got quite a lot of empty wagons that need filling up and emptying and coming back, and unloading there. There are a few other places where it could be unloaded. I believe attached to the side of it there is a iron storage, refinery, and all that. But I barely use it, I just use the coal side of it. And I believe down here I've got some other locomotives as well, which is another 14-inch special, the EE Type 3B there. Wayside Works Teddy, I believe it's called. And also Wayside Works Fireless, Andrew Barclay Fireless. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of update video on the Ivatt. I don't know what else to say really. Thank you for watching as always. Thank you for getting the channel up to 97 subscribers currently. And if you like my stuff, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I shall catch you in the next episode. Thank you again. Goodbye.